Hi there, how's it going? We're back for another season. I think it's the sixth or the fifth season of Wheel or Bet, and we're here. Me and Matt were talking like a few days ago. Why don't we try and do a video in a different pub every week of this season? So we've started tonight in a pub called Producer Callum.
Black Pig.
Producer Callum, the Black Pig in
Royal Tunbridge Wells, just next to the Pantiles.
Royal Tunbridge Wells. I love Rangers fans in this place. Royal Tunbridge Wells. Big fans know that. But yeah, we're here. We're Thursday night. We've got the beers out. We're having fun. It's the start of the new season. We're excited. Mark, how are you doing?
Very well, thanks, Chris. Yeah, it's been a long day. It's been a long couple of weeks heading into the new season. Yes,
fun.
Great fun. This time last week I was petrified about the new season. This time around I'm absolutely in love with it. Cannot wait now.
Oh, I'm good to hear that. I'm not quite at that level, but I'm much more excited about the new season.
You're telling me you're not watching Sunderland Derby on Friday night?
I probably will watch it because I'm back in Sunderland to get relegated, so yeah, that's a reason to watch it. Anyway, we've got producer Callum in the back, but he's helping us out with the videos this week. Come and say hello, Callum.
How are we doing, gang? Alright?
Callum's helping us with Wheel of Betting this year, so thanks, Callum. Anyway, first up, Mark, your first bet of the new 2017-18 season.
Yeah, there's a couple in the Championship I like, but I'm previewing Aston Villa v Hull for Betfair. I'll be pretty pro Aston Villa there, so I can't really include them here. I think Brentford are a decent price away at Sheffield United to avoid defeat, although the sort of momentum of the Blaze coming down puts me off that bet. So I'm swerving the Championship altogether, even though QPR are obviously a rock-solid bet to beat Reading. I'm dipping down to the League One, team I really like this season. Fleetwood are home to a team I really hate, which is Rotherham. Fleetwood, I think, best season in their history last year. What was it? Tabled, 82 points last year, finished fourth. If you cast your mind back 12 months, they were 5-2 for relegation. Uwe Rosler had just walked into the job at Fleetwood. Bit of a mess, really. In October, heading into the international break, they were candidates for the bottom four, essentially. And went on an amazing 18-game unbeaten run all the way through to March. Played really good football, high press, high energy, very good counter-attacking style. It worked a treat. Sadly, the wheels came off towards the end of the season. They failed to score in 7 of the last 11 and failed to get promoted via the playoffs. But they've come back bigger and stronger. They have got rid of McLaughlin and Ball have left. They brought in a couple of players who've been on loan last year, in Kyle Dempsey, Lewis Coyle, Harvey Rogers, Jordan Pawula, but crucially they've signed a fantastic striker from Everton, Conor McAleny. Scored 10 goals in 19 appearances for Oxford last year. He might be the difference here. They only lost 3 games at home last year. They won 6 of 9 at home to the bottom 9. Right. I think Rotherham are going to be in the bottom half. I don't need to go through their club record.
Who's this man? Paul Warner?
Paul Warner didn't even want the job in the first place.
Didn't even
want the job.
What an idiot. This guy in tears. He's an unconfident man.
Bizarrely, Rotherham fans coming out all optimistic about the season. They've had a brilliant pre-season, winning games massively, and they've brought some players in. They've got 17 of the squad that got relegated last year, still in situ. So relegated sides in League One have a dreadful record away from home in their first game back in League One. It's 45% loss rate in their opening away game in League One since 1997. Fleetwood to win here is the bet, but actually it's not, because I've got Fleetwood +0 on the Asian handicap at 9-13 with Betflictor. It's at 1.7 decimals, too big. Fleetwood won't lose this game.
And that's draw no bet, is that?
It is, yes.
So yeah, Rotherham fans, grow up. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen this year. Game 2. We're dipping in League 2 and everyone's fancy pansies of League 2, Luton Town. Everyone's talking about it, everyone's eulogising about Luton Town. This is a year, everyone's saying. Wasn't everyone saying that last year? I don't know. You tell me, Mark. You're backing them this year.
I was warm to them last year. Nathan Jones was a very highly rated manager. Didn't deliver last year. Be all and end all about it. And pressure's on this time around. Table 77 points. They were the best team not to get promoted. I think the issue last year was a lack of sort of thrust in the final third. Failed to win games they should have won. I think they failed to win 3 or 4 games against the bottom 2. Might be wrong on that, but they drew 17 games, only won 11 at home, had the second best defence. Up front is where they suffered. They did get rid of Campbell. They sold Cameron McGeehan and Jake in the summer. Invested that money very, very well. Signed James Collins, 20-goal striker from Crawley. They've already got Danny Hilton, who's placed his future to the club. They've got the best strike force. They brought in Andrew Shinney and McCormack into the midfield, who had a bit of brawn, had a bit of creativity too. They've solved the goalkeeping issue, which essentially saw them lose the playoff semi-finals as well. They're taking on the Yeovil team this weekend, and the Yeovil team are back for relegation. Massive reservations for them. They concluded their campaign with 3 wins from 27, and now I know Ryan Hedges and Otis Khan were injured for a large part of that, lost their form dramatically without those 2 wingers, but you look at their away form, second worst in the league last year. Thanks for drinking my Guinness, but that's all right.
Sorry, man.
They failed to win 12 games against the top 6 last year either. 9 defeats in those 12. Matty Dolan, Kevin Dawson and centre-half Alex Lacey have left as well. 3 key components. Luton minus 0.75 on the Asian handicap is the bet here. It is around 8 to 9 with Bet Victor last time I looked. Basically, we get half stakes win if Luton win by 1 goal, full stakes if they win by 2 goals or more. I'm expecting Luton to hose up here.
Okay, Luton strong and Yeovil, a team on the down Yeovil, who were in the
On the
championship.
down for quite a long
In
time.
the championship a few years ago, wasn't it?
Progressively worse every season since.
Amazing to think about that. Next up, League 2. Morecambe, a team that start well every year. Big Jim Bentley, the kind of guy you could never say I love you, Jim. A great guy, wouldn't you like that?
Did you hear the story about the summer, by the way, Jim Bentley? I think it was the treasurer, I might be wrong, might be a secretary or something in the club. They were doing a fundraising night in the summer. The treasurer fell ill, basically while he was chatting to Jim Bentley. Jim took him to hospital, stayed with him till 3 a.m. in the morning in his dicky bow and suit in the hospital with him until he was okay. It was just a bad turn, but what a guy.
Very practical man. I imagine he could fix a plug.
I'd cuddle him.
I'd cuddle him as well.
He's a good
I
lad.
wouldn't like it. But
No, he wouldn't like it.
Anyway, why are we back in Morecambe this week?
Because they're playing Cheltenham at home, and we've already touched on Morecambe and their fantastic starts to the season. Jim Bentley's won the Manager of the Month award for August in 2 of the last 3 seasons. Now, that's impressive.
You
But
called,
when
you called him John Bentley in the Racing Post videos.
Did I?
You can watch that. The 188, but you called him John Bentley. Anyway.
He was a fantastic winner for the British Lions. But anyway, first 5 games of Morecambe across the last six seasons. Quite astonishing, really.
Yeah.
17 wins, 3 draws and 7 defeats. And this is a team that's routinely priced up as relegation favourites. There's no real secret to what they do. Bentley likes to keep his teams in the northwest. Trains them very, very hard. Home is where the heart is, really, with Morecambe. And they're starting off here at home. They're relegation favourites again. Ended last season in terrible form. Lost Mullin, their top goal scorer. Lost Edwards, their centre-half player of the season, to Plymouth. 8 new signings. No marquee names there, but I expect them to be well drilled. Cheltenham, on the other hand, struggled after promotion last year. All change again this year. Gary Johnson had his health problems last year, but he's overhauled his squad. They've lost the top goal scorer Waters, lost goalkeeper Brown, many others as well. The chairman wants out. Absolutely hammered by Peterborough last weekend in a pre-season friendly. Don't read too much into that, bar the fact that they played the same 11 for the full 90 minutes, and Johnson admitted but they haven't really got many other options. The squad is so thin at the moment. Quite concerning, really. I don't think Cheltenham are up to much. They're going to be bottom 3, bottom 4 material.
Interesting.
Morecambe +0 on the Asian handicap. The same bet as a draw no bet. It's odds against at home against Cheltenham.
Amazing. Feed me. Amazing. We're trains in 11 minutes back to London. We better go. We're in where are we, producer Carl?
We are in the Black Pig in Tunbridge Wells.
Come and say hello before we
Black
leave.
Pig. Is it not the Black Bull?
The Black
No,
Pig.
the Black Pig.
Black Pig.
Say hello.
We're in the Black Pig in Tunbridge Wells, and I've just watched the magical performance of these 2 gentlemen. I've never seen them do it live, and it's an outstanding. The chemistry out, but unbelievable. Bringing you your best football tips before the season, before it starts. Coming live at you for We Love Betting.
We love betting. We're back for the new season. 2017-18. We're back.